Hi everyone, welcome to today's video review. Um, I apologize for not making one for a while. It's just I've been working a lot and it's very rare that I get a moment to do one. But I was one of the lucky people to get my hands on a legacy Zeonizer, so I thought, why not start off with this review here. For the people who don't know, Bandai decided to release Zeo legacy items. The only two we got thus far is the Zeonizer and the gold power staff, and we also got 6.5 inch figures of the Zeo Rangers. So let's get started here. So I'm going to quickly show you guys the box art. So this is what it looks like. So this is the new box art that Bandai shifted to, and personally it's my favorite because it doesn't have too much going on and it looks pretty cool. So it has a black backdrop, and over here it says Power Rangers. Now here, let me see if I can actually get a close up so you guys can see. It has a Power Rangers logo, Zeo logo, and it says Zeo Rangers and right Zeonizer, and then right below it says Legacy Collection. You have a picture of the Zeonizer, it's kind of blended in with the background. Have like a black lightning bolt, and on the side here, same thing, Power Rangers Zeo logo, and it says Zeonizer. Same thing over here as well. And on the top here it says Power Rangers. So this is the back of the box. It has a brief synopsis of the story. So it basically reads, created by Zordon of Eltar, the Zeo Rangers, the Zeonizers utilize the power of the legendary Zeo crystals connect to the morphing grid and morph 5 heroes into the Power Rangers Zeo. These wrist-mounted devices are an interlocking feature that also help to pilot the Zeo Zords. And then right after, it has a nice picture of the red Zeo Ranger, and it says motion response air slashing effects. That's premium die-cast parts, and it says lights and sound effects for all 5 Rangers. At first when I saw the back, I was actually pretty excited. I thought we got 5 separate attachments for the Zeo Rangers depending on which Ranger you want to be, but it was just the one, but not a big deal. So I'm going to show you why. That's the box. And here's the Zeo Morpher. So let me actually show you guys the difference here. So everything, like the box said, is die-cast metal. Whatever was plastic or a sticker was basically metal. Like this entire thing used to be like a sticker on the original Power Brace and Zeonizer, but this one is die-cast metal. Same with this. This used to be like a plastic, and this one is actually a metal on the Legacy Zeonizer. Even this one, this entire section here used to be a plastic. With the Legacy Zeonizer, it's metal, which is pretty cool. And also, this is the new wristband. Looks pretty cool because you got the new the emblem there. Because if you guys have the original Zeonizers from '96, they never came with the emblem. You would have to get the Power Brace to have that. It's also of a different material, and it fits like the adult wrist, so which is pretty cool. I mean, I never had a problem with fitting the retro morphers. It always fit me because of my small wrist. I know some people did have an issue with it. So on the back here, they added an on and off button, which I actually really liked because I felt like the morphers that didn't have the on and off button, that they drained the battery. So I'm going to move on and show you guys the sound effects. So as you can, it makes the sound of the Zeonizers appearing, and when you connect the 2 morphers, it makes that air slashing sound that it was talking about.
Zero Ranger 5, flash! Zero Ranger 5, flash! It's morphin' time!
So you got a preview of what it sounds like. So let me actually try to get the air slashing sound. It doesn't come all the time. See if I can get it. There we go. So that's what the air slashing sound sounds like. It's pretty cool. And there's actually 6 settings. So this setting here, let me actually.
Pink, yellow, blue, green, red. It's morphin' time.
So you have this setting here. I'm going to show you guys all of it. You guys get a pretty much preview of all of them. But you have one that says it's morphing time. And if you press this, you hear the Zeo theme. I'm not going to play the entire thing because it's going to eat up a lot of time. So that's the first setting. The second setting is the Pink Ranger. So when you shift the dial here, you hear I don't know if it's actual actresses or actors' voices. They say their respective colors. And I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's connected. When it's connected, it's pretty cool. And see, that's another air slashing sound. It's very random. It just comes on. I'm not sure what exactly you're supposed to do to hear it. But here, let me show you guys.
Here is the one. Pink, here is the one. Pink.
So as you can see, the light nicely illuminates from here, and you can see the color. Like if it was pink, and you saw the nice pink color like shine right through. And let's move on to yellow.
Yellow.
I feel like it's the actors and actresses' voices, but just slightly altered. So let me.
Zeo Ranger 2, yellow.
That's yellow, and that's what the lights look like.
Blue, green, red. It's morphin' time. Pink,
Sorry,
blue.
let me show you Rocky, or the Blue Ranger.
Zeo Ranger 3, blue. Green.
And next, I'll show you guys green.
Zeo Ranger 4, green. Red.
So as you guys can see, for the different colors, it illuminates really nicely. It goes through this crystal, and you can see it pretty brightly, and it comes out quite nice. And here's red.
Zeo Ranger 5, red. It's morphin' time.
And as you can see, you can hear all 5 Rangers' voices, and also you hear the actual morph sound going. If you actually watch the morph, it makes those sound effects, and it does that Zeo chant, which is pretty cool. And there's actually an additional sound. If you leave the morpher idle for too long, you actually hear the original morphers, the 96 Zeonizer's sound. So let's keep this idle and let's wait for it. And if you guys are looking to get this morph, it is showing up in parts of US. It's $99, and there are some Canadians who have actually been lucky enough to find it in store. And if you're in Canada, it's $39.99. So it is actually pretty expensive than the Mighty Morphin morphers, because they were only $65. There you go. So that's the sound. So, like I was saying, I'll actually turn it off because I showed you guys all the sound features. So it is actually quite up there because it has a lot more sound features than the Legacy Power Morphers. The Legacy Power Morphers, I believe, are just $60. These are going for $139.99. And if you're a fan of Power Rangers Zeo and you are a fan of 2-piece morphers and the Zeonizers, I would recommend these. These are pretty awesome. Let me now show you guys the original Zeonizers. Actually, these aren't the Zeonizers, these are the Power Brace that I got from Japan. So, this is what it looks like. So let me actually show you guys a comparison. As you can, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this one here is a little bit thinner and longer, and this one is smaller and fatter. And this one is clear because I guess you have the different colored lights, except this one is red. And also, like I said earlier, this is a sticker. This is like a sticker. Versus this, which is completely metal. And this is all plastic right here. And here's a comparison of these two here. So you can tell the Legacy Zeonizer, the chrome is a nice light gold. The power brace is a darker gold. And this one's all plastic. Well, let me actually show you guys the sound feature for this one. It's pretty much same as the Zeonizer. That's all it does. So this is the wrist strap here. It's so much more different. Let me actually show you. This one is actually longer in the Zeonizer, the Legacy version, and Power Brace, it has like the retro wrist strap and slight bit shorter. That's why I think people are having an issue if you're an adult putting it through your wrist. That's the difference there. The only reason, again, this has the emblem is because this is the Power Brace and not the Zeonizer, because the Zeonizer had like a different wrist strap altogether. It didn't even have this. But as far as the morphers, the Power Brace and the Zeonizer is concerned, they pretty much are exactly the same, just different wrist straps. So that's basically it. And also, yes, the button is shorter, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. And if you were to turn it around, this one, the Legacy Zeonizer, is more curved at the end. This one is a little bit more boxed, and there are these lines right here. I don't know if you guys can see. In the Legacy Zeonizer, it's actually a little bit thinner, and this one is more fatter. And I'm looking at it right now, and they pretty much look, and these lines here are fatter on the Legacy Zeonizer, and the 96 version, it's thinner. So it's like little things here and there. It's not even really that much relevant, but that's basically it. And also, let me show you the instructions that it came with. This is what it looks like. Pretty much shows you how to play with the morpher. Shows you that you get two halves there, and it shows you the batteries there. So this one uses batteries, the 3 LR44 batteries, versus the original Zeonizers, they use 2 AAA batteries. So it just gives you a rundown of how to play with the morphers. You go. My Zeonizer, the Legacy version, I got it from online. I pre-ordered it because I wanted it right away, because I didn't even know if Canada would get it, because we haven't gotten a lot of the new stuff, such as the new 6.5 inch figures, the Dino Thunder and Zeo figures. We have yet to get them, so if we haven't gotten those yet, I didn't think we'd see the Zeonizers for a while. And with Toys R Us closing, I didn't know what that could mean for Canada. So that's basically it for my review. If you guys have any questions or concerns, do not hesitate to ask. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.